Hi everybody, welcome back to the second installment of Getting Started with Retirement. Alright, in the first segment, right, we have established a few things. Alright, firstly, we talked about the importance. Okay, so we defined retirement. Okay, we have covered why is it important. We have looked at the challenges. Okay, we also know the solution, which is in the 5K. Essentially, you need to own self, care for own self. All right, in other words, take personal responsibility and personal ownership. So with this, right, we have defined also the retirement planning model, which is essentially to build a retirement ATM machine, okay, that can pay you income all the way until you RIP. Okay, so this is where you are today. This is your retirement. All right, so you want to start building up this retirement ATM so that when you retire, all right, the first day of your retirement, you receive money on a regular basis, okay, to provide for you all the way until you pass away. Okay, in other words, you have this thing known as freedom. All right, freedom to do what you want to do what you love to do, freedom not to be bounded by the obligations to have to continue working because you have no choice, you need to find work, and so on. All right, so essentially, you want to build this retirement ATM that will pay regular income until the day you die. All right, now this model is not unknown to many people. All right, in fact, many people know about it. Okay, but what is the issue here is, all right, a lot of people here today, all right, when they plan for retirement, they have in their mind, okay, let me just draw a bubble box, okay, this very big idea about investing, okay, and the idea that they have about investing is that, it gives high returns. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I'm not against investment. All right, in fact, I myself is a trader. All right, I think it's very important to do investing. All right, but don't overdo it, especially when it comes to your retirement. All right, you need to have some kind of risk management in place. Okay, because at the end of the day, right, what's the issue is this? Okay, when you retire, you're gonna require one lump sum of money down here from an ATM. You can't afford any, mishap with your investment. Okay, like today, a lot of things are outside beyond our control, right? You look at the economy, what's going on, oil prices suddenly depressed. All right, you look at, the global economy, what is the governments all around the world doing, and so on. Is there's really a lot of volatility and uncertainty. Okay, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to risk. All right, not being able to fulfill your retirement ATM just because of some, macro environmental shock somewhere in between. Okay, take note. If you have a 50% drawdown, which is not uncommon looking at the global financial crisis, if you have a 50% loss, in order to break even, you must make 100% return on your investment. Okay, so to me, if I have a goal that requires so much certainty like retirement, it doesn't make sense for me to take that kind of risk. Okay, so the question always is, do you want to expose your retirement, all right, your goal of future freedom into such uncertain times, all right, in the markets? Okay, so that is something that you need to think about. All right, of course, I'm not, like I said, I'm not against investing. All right, but I think we need to understand what are the consequences, all right, of investing and then losing a lot of money. Okay, we still need to invest. All right, like I said, later I'll cover more about it. Okay, so let's remember this. All right, the objective of planning for retirement is to build this retirement ATM machine. Okay, so let me draw a bigger picture. Okay, you are here today. You want to retire someday in the future. Your retirement must pay you some money until the day you die, and you need the retirement ATM machine. All right, so this is the objective of retirement planning. Okay, which basically essentially today you build money all the way until the day you start retirement. All right, hopefully your retirement ATM is fully funded. It pays you income all the day until you die. All right, so how can this be done? Okay, let me introduce to you another concept. Okay, we are going to introduce to you this term known as the retirement Kuey-Lapis. Okay, let me put inverted commas here. All right. Now, as you know, right, in Singapore, what is Kuey-Lapis? Kuey-Lapis stands for, 1,000-layer cakes, right? So, in essence, when you build your retirement ATM machine, all right, build it like a Kuey-Lapis. Okay, essentially, you want income to come from different sources, okay, from your ATM machine. All right. So, this particular Kuey-Lapis, right, will comprise a big portion of liquid assets. Okay. So, liquid asset will be things like cash. Okay, and then you want something that is guaranteed. Okay, and this guarantee is via contract. Okay, now if you put your money all in investments, there's no guarantee. All right, because the next day you have World War III, World War IV, whatever it is for World War IV. Okay, you can have a significant capital market drawdown. All right, and that's it. Your retirement goals can be destroyed. All right, but if you secure something via contract, okay, the counterparty that secures or guarantees your payment will have to fulfill its promise. So one very simple way is to do it through an insurance company. All right. If you secure your income through a contract, like an insurance contract, the insurer cannot say they don't want to pay. All right, because it is mandatory via contract. Okay. And then, of course, not forgetting your CPF life payout. Okay. And of course, finally, your investment will come in. Okay. So this is how you will structure your retirement Kuey-Lapis. Of course, if you come for my training and all this, there are many things that we can do with this Kuey-Lapis. Okay, but in this particular topic, I just want to share with you 4 simple things that you can do. All right, and then for details, please look for your financial advisor or planner who will be able to assist you. Okay, now, how do we bake this retirement Kuey-Lapis? Okay, let me introduce to you the ingredients. So you need to start baking your Kuey-Lapis here today. Okay, not when you retire because it will be too late. All right, you need to start baking it today so that when it's retirement, all right, when your retirement starts, your Kuey-Lapis will be fully baked. Okay, and you can slowly eat piece by piece, whichever way you want it. So let me introduce to you the ingredients to your retirement Kuey-Lapis. Kueylapis. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to put inside your Kuey-Lapis is, of course, CPF. Okay. So let me just draw the first layer here. Yeah. Maybe I just draw a dotted line. Okay. CPF. Now, CPF is a very important part and parcel of our life, especially when you're an employee. Okay, so this is where when you work on a regular basis every month, when you receive your salaries, all right, your employer and yourself is mandated to contribute money into your CPF. Currently, 37% of your gross income in total, all right, goes to your CPF account. Okay, 17% from your employer and 20% from yourself. Okay, so with this 37%, all right, what happens is that the money will be distributed to 3 accounts: your ordinary, special, and Medisave accounts. Okay, so this CPF account basically gives you 2.5% and 4% risk-free currently. Okay, so this is a very useful tool. Okay, to get 4% risk-free for retirement is something that we hardly can see today. All right, given the fact that interest rate is so low. Okay, so that's your first layer, most basic. Okay, basically you can't say no anyway. It's mandated by law under the CPF Act. Okay, now your second ingredient, all right, your second layer in your Kuey-Lapis, okay, is cash saving. Okay, and this is where, okay, I hope that you can set aside 10% cash saving on a regular basis. Okay, and this is specifically to retirement goals only, not other things. All right, you should be saving around 20 to 25% or even up to 30% on a regular basis for other needs as well. Okay, so that's the second component. You need to put money in the bank, all right, for cash. This will pay for things that you need immediately. So in the event of an emergency, you lose your job, instead of taking a loan, your cash can sustain your lifestyle, all right, so that you don't have to incur, hefty charges and interest. Okay, the third ingredient in your Kuey-Lapis will be this thing known as your spelling error, deferred annuity. Okay, so just now I mentioned something that you want to secure a guarantee via contract, right? So a deferred annuity will do it. Now, what is a deferred annuity? A deferred annuity is an annuity product that you purchase from the insurance company today. So you start paying your premium, okay, all the way until your retirement starts. Okay, now deferred annuity, there are many kinds in the market. Okay, so to learn more about deferred annuities, all right, speak to your financial planner, will be able to assist you. But what happens here is through a deferred annuity, you start funding your annuity policy so that when retirement starts, your annuity product will grow enough money to pay you a lifetime income, just like your CPF. All right, so that's the third ingredient in your retirement Kuey-Lapis. The fourth ingredient is endowment policy. All right, this is another form of contract. Okay, now endowment policy has two components. One component is guaranteed. Okay, the other one, of course, is non-guaranteed. All right, so the guaranteed portion again will form part of your Kuey-Lapis. All right, the non-guaranteed will provide all the bonuses and so on. Now, when we talk about endowment policy, right, it is like a savings plan. Okay, be very careful. There are a lot of endowment policies in the market that pays you what you call an annual cashback. Please do not use the cashback. All right, please reinvest the cashback into your annuity plan. Your endowment plan, so that it earns interest. All right, compounded over the long term, it will give you higher return. If you keep on consuming your cashback, you're not going to see money in your endowment. All right, it's not going to have very high returns. Okay, you'll be disappointed. Okay, now these are where you have all your low risk items. The last component here, all right, will be your investment. Okay, now there are many ways to do investing, all right, but for the specific purpose of retirement planning, I would highly recommend you do a portfolio of diversified instruments. So you may get a index fund, ETF, diversified globally, all right, in different asset classes. So you want to go for components like, for example, global equities, okay, global bonds, global real estate funds. Okay, it can be an index fund, it can be an ETF, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Now, how are you going to structure this investment portfolio? All right, I'll leave it to your financial planner to advise you. Okay, if you have any problems doing this, all right, you can always contact me. I can give you some pointers here and there. Okay, now, once you have all these ingredients in, all right, you want to throw them into your pot today. Okay, and then slowly bake it for 10 to 25 years. Okay, depends on what is your age. So let's say you are 35, or let's say you're my age 40 today, you want to retire at 65, you will bake this cake for 25 years. All right, so what's going to happen is that all this Kuey-Lapis ingredient will grow over time until your retirement starts. It will start paying you a regular income for the rest of your life. Okay, so this is how you secure your retirement. All right, from your ATM machine, when you retire, your CPF Life is going to pay you a minimum amount. Okay, so let's say you meet the full minimum sum. Your CPF Life can pay you about 1,300, assuming that you chose the standard plan. All right, your deferred annuity will pay you another amount. So let's say you purchase a deferred annuity, and this annuity payout a retirement can be $1,000, for example. You have already easily guaranteed $2,300 for retirement. And then your endowment plan, when it matures, okay, maybe can provide you with another, I don't know, maybe $500 every month. Okay, so this is your endowment, this is your annuity, this is your CPF Life. Okay, and then if you need extras, all right, your cash can come in to provide. Yeah, and then your investment, this is very important. Okay, your investment is the only vehicle here that can help you to basically what you call hedge inflation. All right, now this is a very important concept because in retirement planning, all right, when you draw down your funds for retirement, you want to make sure that your money here can all hedge against the effect of inflation. And because investment gives you a potentially higher return over the longer term, all right, the gains in the long term can be used to offset the losses due to inflation in all this payout. And specifically, you need to understand your CPF Life scheme, all right, currently at this point in time is not indexed for inflation. So you are actually seeing a decrease in purchasing power over the subsequent years. Okay, but they have no choice right now because they need to keep the premium low. Okay, then of course you have other instruments. All right, this will help to boost your retirement income. Okay, so other instruments can be things like going to work. Okay, but of course you want to enjoy life, right? So you want to work just to keep yourself busy, but in the meantime you don't mind getting some income to supplement your lifestyle. All right, it could come from other insurance products. Okay, maybe you have ILP, you have life insurance, whatsoever it is. It can also provide you some extra income. Okay, do some other things. All right, basically it adds on to the frills, all right, that you enjoy life about. But what you see here is essentially, right, you are able to create for yourself a secure payout. And this payout is secured by, firstly, the government through CPF Life, is secured by contracts. Okay, in Singapore, right, we have the Policy Owners Protection Scheme. So this default is very, very unlikely. Okay, especially with risk-based capital management in Singapore, our insurers are adequately funded in terms of their paid up capital. So you don't have to worry that any of the companies here will close down. Okay, so basically, if you secure something by contract, okay, you will get the money. All right. Now, of course, the rest is for uncertainty. All right. Your cash, you may have some emergency, you may spend it. It's fine. All right. It's okay. You still have your basic amount down here to sustain your lifestyle. Okay. So at the end of the day, right, what you want to do here by baking this retirement Kuey-Lapis is that you don't put all your money into investment. Okay, like I said, there's nothing wrong with investment. It is a very good thing to do. But if you put too much into it, all right, you are exposing yourself to too much risk. So what you want to do is you want to manage your risk. So always think about, this pyramid here where, low risk items and then medium risk and high risk or speculative. Okay, your investments should be down here. Low risk should be your savings, annuities, and so on. Medium risk will be your longer term, investments. All right, like your ILPs, unit trust funds, and so on. Okay, so you don't want to put everything into investing, all right, because you don't want to, let's say you start your retirement at 65, at age of 64, suddenly you have a macro environmental shock. Okay, the economy goes down into a, haywire crash, you lose 50% of your investment. Okay, and then you realize that you start your retirement with half the money gone. Okay, what's going to happen? Okay, you will be doing exactly what I said in the last session. The pension specialist says you have to reduce your income, all right, work longer, retire later. Okay, this will be the outcome. So you don't want to risk it. The purpose, therefore, of baking the retirement Kuey-Lapis is so that you diversify all your funds into low risk, medium risk, and high risk so that you get some kind of guaranteed payout, okay, with low risk, and then some kind of speculative elements here to provide the extras. Okay, so this is the model I want to share with you about funding your retirement. All right, how to plan a secure retirement. Again, remember the keyword here is diversification. All right, so please speak to your financial planner about how to do this. All right, so in summary, what did we cover today? Okay, so we basically said that we have built this thing known as the retirement Kuey-Lapis, okay, which essentially comprises of CPF Life or government secured payout. All right, payout guaranteed by contract. Okay, so this is where you have your insurers to come in with your annuity, your endowment, your insurance policies, and so on. Okay, and then of course you have your investments. Okay, so to put everything together, in conclusion, the retirement planning process should have all these components. Firstly, it must be planned carefully. Okay, this is where you need to see a competent financial planner. All right, a certified financial planner, for example, is one who have the right knowledge, skills, and competence, have to go through the training, got to go through examination, pass the examination with the experience, before they can be a certified financial planner. All right, so you must plan your retirement carefully and don't plan tomorrow. Don't plan next year, plan today. Starts immediately. All right. Second thing you need to have, all right, your retirement planning process should be low risk. Okay, that means it must have some form of guaranteed certainty. All right, don't be a Rambo. Go all the way out and then after that you lose everything. Okay, it's not going to be right or wise to do, especially for retirement. Okay, third thing, all right, your retirement should be guaranteed by some form of annuity. All right, or in other words, it should have some kind of income focus. Okay, remember this, investments are always sexy, okay, but they may not be the best thing for you. All right, so you still need to invest, all right, but invest in a managed manner. Okay, so don't expose your entire portfolio to all investments. All right, diversify them with, again, things guaranteed by government, things guaranteed by contract, and finally one portion of it into investments. Now the question is how much to put inside investment. Okay, this depends very much on your risk profile. All right, so if you're not sure about your risk profile or your risk tolerance, speak to your financial planner who will be able to conduct some kind of risk assessment with you, identify your risk propensity, and then decide from there how many percent of your fund should go into investing. Okay, and then the fourth thing, of course, you need to do what you know as yearly monitoring. Again, this process is very important. All right, you need to monitor your retirement plan regularly because there'll be a lot of changes going on. First thing that changes will be your personal preferences. Okay, you may have some change in your lifestyle, expectations, requirements, and so on. Your financial planner should be able to capture all this and then update your retirement plan sufficiently. Okay. Second change that can come is from external factors. For example, inflation rate may change. All right, the macro environment may change, therefore affecting your investments and how they perform and things like that. Okay. So yearly monitoring of your retirement plan is good. All right, because it keeps your plan up to date and you know how is your progress like. All right. So in summary, you have PLAY. All right, retirement planning should be something you can play. Essentially, it is something that must be fun to do. Okay, so this is the model for a typical person planning for retirement. All right, that I want to suggest to you. Of course, like I say, if you have a higher risk tolerant, all right, then you may do investments and so on. And then for that, I have another model that I can actually recommend, but I think I shall not continue because I've taken up 20 minutes, all right, double of the time that I wanted to speak today. Okay, so have fun with your retirement planning. Hope you start your planning journey today. All right, remember, if you need help, please speak to your financial planner. Okay, and if you don't have a financial planner, please look for one who's competent enough to service you and help you to plan for your retirement. All right, so for your success here, and I'll see you in the next part of this retirement planning series.